Horse racing is a sport built on tradition, but it's shaped by the people who continue to change it. Gihan Arnolda, the first licensed black trainer in Britain, whose story is one of determination, resilience, and a later found love for horses. Morning, Gihan.
Morning. Okay.
How are you?
You're very good, thank you. Beautiful day.
Thank you for having us down this morning.
No problem at all.
Gihan, what a view this is behind. Newmarket is a special place. Is it a special place for you?
It's amazing. Been here 25 years now.
You've spent a good amount of time with a number of different trainers around this area, up north as well.
Yes.
Who's been a main influence for you?
Main influences, Chris Wall was unbelievable. Unbelievable gentleman, old school, but taught you to be a human being and a gent with it. And Roger Varian, again, unbelievable influence, fantastic trainer, fantastic with horses. And then Peter Chapple-Hyam, another absolute legend of the sport.
I mean, a great three. What did you learn? What were the main takeaways from all three?
So patience with Chris Wall, definitely. Patience, give them the time. Roger to be very on the ball, very focused, don't miss a thing. His attention to detail was just amazing, but amazing with horses and people.
What was it like even just sending out your first runner?
It was amazing. Just walking into Yarmouth and just hearing your name on the speakers. And then the next minute, actually, he ran really well. He was beating two heads. But just, it was a bit surreal. It was a bit surreal. I thought, how have I actually got to this point?
It's amazing.
I didn't think I'd ever get to this point. No way. So people say about pressure and stuff and getting winners, but it's a bonus just being here. So everything that happens is a bonus kind of thing, you know?
Well, that was just sending out a runner. Imagine sending out a winner at Goodwood. How were you feeling at the time?
Unbelievable. And the well-wishers in the owners and trainers from other trainers, owners. And to do it at Goodwood was pretty surreal, but an amazing feeling. And a nice horse as well, you know, that looks like he can go on again.
It's Damascus Steel holding sway here from Master in the Woods as they come close home. Tying up a little Damascus Steel, but holds on. Well done to Gihan Arnolda, a first winner.
And you were with your long-time partner, Charlotte,
Yes.
as well. These things don't happen overnight. It's a team effort, ultimately. How happy was it that you could share that moment together?
We were together with another friend, and I think we just, it was an embrace, and it was just unbelievable because we started it off together, and she's backed me unbelievably from the start. Can't thank her enough, and she probably works harder than I do, to be honest, and probably gets a bit of hassle and grief off me a lot of the time as well, you know.
The idea of working very closely with a long-term partner would scare a lot of people. How does it work with you?
It works really well. We actually get on better at work than probably anywhere else, but she's very good at her job, and we see very much eye to eye, and she gets a lot of grief off me, but she deals with it really well, really well.
A few challenges at some point?
There's a few challenges, but 99% of the time we get on absolutely perfect, and she's like my Rottweiler. I send her off to sort the lads out and you know, get the job done kind of thing. So
You set up not long ago. You've
Yes.
had the first winner. How many horses do you have in at the moment?
we've got 18, and we've got 14 in the yard, 4 in the paddocks, but they'll come in next week.
How did you go about assembling that squad straight away? Because that sort of strategy behind it really fascinates me.
Well, last year we had the success being an assistant to Dennis Quinn. We helped Dennis get going again as well, and the owners then came on to me and said, would you like to start training? And had these talks while I'd applied for the licence with the BHA, and sort of 99% came to us, you know.
When you said you were setting up,
Yeah.
did Ray pretty much say, I'm happy enough to ride all of them if I can?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Ray said to me, so Ray's first choice, but obviously it's difficult to get him because he's riding for the big stables.
Yeah.
And but at the same time, he really, really wants to ride as a winner. And he's like, I can't believe Darren rode the first winner.
Your journey into racing is fascinating and it's very unique. But what do we need to know from your childhood that shapes you best today to really understand where you've come from to get to this point?
Born in East London to Sri Lankan and Portuguese parents. Mother passed away when I was quite young. Dad didn't take things so well, and yeah, it was a dishevelled childhood. 12 and 14, I was running away from home and stuff like that because I wasn't really taking care of, suffered kinds of abuse and stuff. Homeless between the ages of 12 and 14, on off for, I say, 2 years. Normally 4 to 8 weeks, 4 to 6 to 8 weeks, and it wasn't easy around the streets. You know?
What did you learn during that time?
I always thought is this it? Is this it? And I always felt like I could get somewhere, but it felt like a mountain to climb. Unfortunately, my biological father wasn't in the position to look after me. And it was a really taxing time. It was a scary time. The streets of London in those days in East London were tough. And I've slept under shop doorways and, you know, boxes literally. But I got through it.
You must have learnt an awful lot about yourself during that time.
Absolutely. I learned my mental toughness was there. As I say, very resilient. But I wanted to get somewhere in whatever I'd done, and I promised myself I'd work really hard at it, you know. Age of 14, after living on and off homeless for 2 years, I was taken away by the government, the social services in the area. Went through the system of homes, care homes, and then different foster families. Eventually got fostered by a lovely English family. Went to a lovely school, Wimbledon College, got all my GCSEs. I got 6 A's and 4 B's.
Seriously good going.
Well, it was good. No, it was good. It was good. And then I just enrolled onto Kingston College to do law, and it was going really well, the way I wanted it to go. But I'd always had this interest in racing. Always watched it on TV with my foster dad, and I said I want to do it. They thought I was mental, and then went to the racing school and went from there, kind of thing, you know.
Before you met him, what did you think of racing? Did you think of racing?
Not really, no. I had nothing to do with horses. I've seen it the odd time on TV, and I thought, I felt like something towards a horse. Definitely felt something towards a horse, and but yeah, I'd never thought this would be where I would end up in a million years.
When you saw it then on the TV or watching it from home, what did you think of it? What was it about horses and racing that really enticed you?
It's just, when you see them on TV and you see the crowds, you see the jockeys get on the horses, you see the trainers dealing with the horses. When you watch the horses in a race, it just looks amazing, doesn't it? At 40 odd miles an hour sometimes, at whatever level, you know. And it always made me wonder. I'd love to give it a go and see what happens.
Do you think it was possible at the time?
I didn't think it was possible. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Didn't think it was possible. Most people in racing have ridden horses at ponies and stuff since they were quite young, you know.
So then how did you go from not thinking it was possible to sitting on your first horse? Because that's a jump.
It was a massive jump, massive jump. I rode Poppy around Wimbledon Common the day before I went to the racing school, fell off it, and what are you going to do? I want to ride racehorses. Went to the racing school, couldn't stay on in a straight line, and but by the 9th week, towards the end, I got the most improved, and there were great instructors there, and they said, "You've definitely got something."
How did you get into the racing school? How did that come about?
I seen a programme on TV in London years and years ago, and I asked my foster parents, could I apply? And applied, went for the interview, and they actually said they looked to people who had actually never really ridden horses, because you've got no bad habits and they can start you from scratch.
Was that surprising at the time?
It really was, because I thought, this is my foot in the door, and we could maybe try and learn to ride horses, you know?
So you first sit on a horse that first day at the racing school. What did you think?
I was scared. I was scared. I thought, I don't know if this is going to work out, but I did enjoy it. At the same time, I loved it. There was something about it, and I thought, I think the childhood I had has always made me very determined, very focused. I'm so resilient, and if you know, I will make it happen. I will make it happen. I'll always find a way, even if things are tough. And I thought it served me so well, especially at the racing school, seeing the other kids thinking, God, they're so good at this. Absolutely fantastic. But I got there, you know. Still wake up in the morning thinking, we had a winner yet? Yes, we have. And was it Goodwood? Yes, it was. Can't believe it, you know. So
you got to the racing school, you learnt to ride, and then you went into a yard. What did that teach you, and where did you go?
The first yard I ever went to was Stuart Williams, and in Newmarket, and great trainer, fantastic, so much knowledge, learnt a lot from him, and basically I look back how bad I was at the time, and I think, I don't know how he put up with me, but he always said to me, you know, work hard and you'll do okay, kind of thing. But it was just amazing to be around the game, around the horses, and just listening to him, you know.
Did you expect it to be what it was when you got there?
It was tough. It was really tough, because the lads are great riders. They're great at looking after horses. And when you leave the racing school just after 9 weeks, after having no background in racing, I thought I did feel a fish out of water, definitely. But we kept at it, you know.
Did you feel at the time like everyone was very accepting?
It was the late 90s. There was some acceptance, and there wasn't some acceptance, definitely. Some didn't take too kindly to it. I had a couple of, you know, ructions with a couple of people, but all in all, most were good.
How did that make you feel at the time?
At times it was difficult. It was difficult because it was very different to London, a multicultural area, and you know, as I say, coming into this, and there was that old-fashioned way of. It's changed a lot now, but in the late 90s, early 2000s, it was still quite old-fashioned. But I think the BHA have done a great thing of educating the older ones, and it's got much better, you know.
6 months after you sat on a horse, I'm right in saying that you rode a winner?
Yes, I rode a winner.
I mean, that's a ridiculous turnaround.
It was crazy, really. I had a friend who went to a great trainer at the time called Lady Herries, and he said there'd be more opportunities down there. It was down in Sussex. I went down there, and yeah, I was at the racing school in January, so 6-7 months, and ended up riding a winner for a great trainer at the time, Dandy Nichols, and I couldn't believe that had happened as well. I think it must have been some kind of record at the time, and one minute you can't trot a horse, and the next minute you're riding a winner at Thirsk.
When you rode that winner, how did you feel? Did you think that? I mean, I can't put myself in that position.
It felt surreal, like what I'm doing now. It was the first point of being surreal. I thought, I've actually got there and actually got onto a racetrack, never mind, and then ride a winner. And there was a bit of interest at the time, and yeah, I just thought, let's keep this going, kind of thing, you know.
At that point, was the dream firmly to make
yeah,
it as a professional jockey?
It really was. But unfortunately, at the time, I'm going to be completely honest. My background as a child, I wasn't really ready for this game mentally. I had the physical attributes and the ability, but I couldn't deal with it mentally. I couldn't deal with it.
Deal with what specifically?
Between 16 and 25, I think the way I've been brought up, I wasn't really used to adult life and being in this game. And then I didn't know how to deal with riding. Even working in yards and stuff, I found it quite difficult. And it just took me a lot longer to mature into the game, you know.
When you were riding, did you ever have an eye on training?
I never had an eye on it, but it's like some jockeys who ride for us now. I have them because they think more like a trainer than a jockey. So they're a jockey but think like a trainer. But when I was riding or riding out, I was helping certain trainers, and I felt like they asked me my input through like an assistant kind of role. And I felt like I've got quite a good understanding of that side of it from the ground up. With
your childhood and the struggles that you went through, did racing help you?
Racing massively helped me. I think horses massively helped me. It's the one place when I get on a horse, everything, if I've had a bad day, it just disappears. I feel at ease with a horse. And when I was a work rider, I could sort really quirky horses out, and I got so much out of it. But it absolutely helps me massively through issues and stuff like that I've had in the past.
With discipline, getting up in the mornings, regiment as well and stuff like that, is that something that was new at the time? Definitely,
because I never had discipline when I was a child. I just brought myself up, to be honest, till I was 14. And I wasn't the most disciplined. I wasn't the most regimental. But coming into this has really taught me to be a human being. It's taught me to grow up, but it's also taught me to function properly. And I'm very lucky I had it. If I didn't have it, I think things would have gone the wrong way.
As a result, you've become the first licensed black trainer in Britain.
Yes.
How does that make you feel?
It's not something I thought about, and someone said it to me, and I thought, I think we are the first black or Asian heritage, which I think is amazing. It would be lovely to inspire other people to give it a go as well, you know.
For those that might be watching this thinking it's not possible, what would you say to them?
It's absolutely possible. I think you've got to work 5 to 10 times harder, but it's possible. You can make it work. From the background I've come from the cultural background, from both backgrounds, you can do it. I don't think, if you've not had the greatest start, if you really work at something, you can do it. And I think racing's really opening up this last 3 to 4 years. Would I have been taken seriously 10, 20 years ago? Probably not, but absolutely now I think we are, you know.
Pleasure to meet you.
Thank you very much.
Watch live racing now on racingtv.com.